Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix weekend. After a hell of a comeback at the Italian Grand Prix last time out, we're looking to be strong again at a power-centric track. Baku very much deserves a fresh enough engine for this. We might even put a brand new engine for Baku to try and make the most of it. We had a great result for Charles Leclerc in Monza. He won the race. I managed to come home in 5th in the end, despite us both starting 16th and 15th respectively. Azerbaijan is going to be a strong power circuit. Then there's some very heavy aero circuits in Singapore and the United States. Mexico can go either way. You can either go more downforce or more straight line speed, and then Vegas is very much straight line speed. Qatar is, well, a lot of it's flat, but you need a lot of aero. And then Abu Dhabi is kind of a mixture of the two as well. So we could have a strong end to the season here, personally and as a team. With regards to the constructors, we're up to 3rd now, and we're only 8 points behind Aston Martin, with our eyes set firmly on finishing the season P2 in the constructors. I'd love to catch Oscar Piastri before the end of the Drivers' Championship season as well, although 25 points is not going to be easy to try and overturn. But fully dry weekend at Baku, which is very, very good indeed. Very thankful for that. I don't think we'll be quite so lucky at Singapore next time out. So let's try and make the most of the sunshine, shall we, here in Azerbaijan, and do what we can for Ferrari. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. We've hopefully got a half-decent race weekend in front of us. Let's go and do what we can. All practice done. We weren't able to do a respective qualifying run because, well, I had like a 65 to 70% usage turbocharger and gearbox in the car. So we've no idea really how competitive we're actually going to be here. Weirdly, in the race practice or race strategy practice program, it said that we had 24% better tyre wear than expected. But I do wonder whether that is because we're not putting down a lot of power from worn components. So maybe with significantly fresher power-orientated components in the car, we might not actually have quite such good tyre wear. But it's good to know that in general, the car is quite good on its tyres around this circuit. I don't expect us to be that competitive in qualifying. We never really are. But in race pace, we might be able to do something. I'm oddly a little bit excited about a Baku Grand Prix, which is not something I've been for a while. Quali will probably kill that excitement. It is, as ever, the hope that kills you. Across the line, 38.1 maybe? 38.1's good for 11th. 11th or 12th, it's our position. It's good enough to get us through to Q2 though, but I don't know if we'll get through to Q3. I had to use a fresh set of tyres at the end, but I think everybody went out on a fresh set of tyres at the end of the session. Everybody but Kevin Magnussen and Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc dropped quite considerably. K-Mag was rapid though. On his first lap he did like a 37.7. Fernando then went to a 37.6. I was 38 flat in the end. And look at that, look. I was 38 flat. So was Pierre in 12th. So was Lewis in 10th. Oscar in 9th. And Charles in P8. It's quite close around the getting through to Q3 level, wasn't it? So I think it might be quite close in Q2 as well.
To P15.
think we're on for a 38 flat or a 39.9. Sorry, 37.9. It's a 37.9. We are through to Q3 here in Baku. I'm pretty sure of it. P9. Well, didn't see that coming, if I'm honest, but we've pulled it out of the bag. Through to Q3. We're about half a second off Fernando Alonso still, I think. Yeah, 5.37 behind Fernando Alonso. The two Haas is right up there again. But to be fair, everybody from, what, all but 2 of the top 10 didn't go again. It was just myself and Kevin that ran twice. Lando Norris pushed it very, very close indeed with his teammate. He was 5.79, Oscar 6.65. So only a tenth in hand, but Piastri's out, George Russell is out, and we are through to Q3. Up the Ferrari, Forza Ferrari. Not great turns 1 and 2. You can basically ignore the delta as a reference because the first lap was so off the pace. That was terrible. Our Q3 time is good enough for P8 or 9, I think. P9. Oogly doogly, P9 it is. We had to use all of the soft sets available to us, so we won't have any fresh soft tyres for the Grand Prix. Which is fine. Charles with a 36.7 flat. To be fair, that lap from me was a 37.69, which is comfortably my best lap of the day, I think. Did a 38 flat in the first session, and 37.9 in the last session, then a 39. So a 38 flat in Q1, a 37.9 in Q2, and a 37.6 in Q3, and I'm still nearly a second off my teammate. Lando didn't go again, so maybe some tactical decisions there from McLaren to save a set of soft tyres. They might have something up their sleeve for the race. For us, it's probably going to be a medium hard or a hard medium one stop. But which way round that is depends on what everyone else is doing, really. So, well, let's go and find out and have a decision. Charles Leclerc on pole. Well, you kind of know what happened because you saw Q3. I'm normally used to going into this not really sure what's happened, but for the third or fourth time this season, we've actually made it into Q3. Oh, there might be some penalties, maybe, but unlikely. There is a penalty.
Norris.
Piastri moves up a few. I'm up 1 to 8.
Gasly.
And Russell was already out.
Hulkenberg.
Sure who it was that took the penalty at this rate.
Albon.
Whoever it was, they're a long way back.
Hamilton.
It's Lewis Hamilton
Tsunoda.
taking a big
Ricciardo.
10-place
And
grid
Teo
penalty,
Bullshit.
starting
That's
17th. It's going to be dry throughout. We anticipate, as we say, a medium hard or a hard medium. There's a mixture of each here. Some of the front runners on the hards, Max, Sergio, Lando and Oscar. If I can stick with them, we could really make a hard medium work here. All right, I'd be sorely tempted to start on the mediums. Sorry, to start on the hards with everyone else around us. That's not what I want to do. I want to go into the race strategy, please. He reckons I could go a bit further as well. Let's do it the other way round. Let's go hard medium. 30-21. 22? No, 30 laps on the hard, 21 laps on the medium. That could, although a two-stop is just as quick apparently. In fact, let me change the personalised one. Because this could be... Yeah, 30-21 is fastest there. And then, if we tweak this perhaps, can we... If we start on the hards, can we maybe... Like a hard, medium, medium. I mean, we effectively have got both options available to us. There's only 3 seconds or 2.5 seconds between a hard medium and hard medium medium. So, if there's a safety car, we know we've got options available to us. I'm very happy to go hard medium at this point, with others around us on the hards that we can hopefully try and stick with. 92 laps, it says, the hard tyre will do. It will go at significantly less than a % a lap. We could take the hards the entire way and pit on lap 50 of 51, but we won't have that luxury. I'm going to take some fuel out, but I'm not going to take a lot of fuel out because we have been caught out by that in a couple of races this season. The Ferrari isn't quite as economical as it perhaps says that it might be on paper in a race. So hard medium, starting from P8, we will hope to have a very strong Grand Prix. Hard tyres all around me here, including the ones that we're on too. Hard tyres all around me with regards to other drivers, and hard tyres all around me on my car. Checo's come across to cover. It's a really short run to turn 1. Lando's gotten me off the line, but we're able to stay ahead of Piastri at the minute. I just forget how short the run is to turn 2. Russell's with us, he's on mediums. We're all hard runners apart from George Russell around here. It's a quite deep braking zone into 3 as well. George is going to have the inside line for 4 now, so we might have to concede position shortly, but then we're going to have the inside line for the next one. Lando's going to slot in behind Sergio Perez, and then he's going to go defensive into 5 and 6. I'm going to, well, clout over the curbs, really. Lando catches the wall as a result, but I didn't really force him into it. I definitely gave him enough room. Just, he was so concerned about me on the inside. Caught the wall on the outside. It's about surviving these first couple of laps. Hopefully staying within DRS range. Oi, 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 of those in front. But we're going to have to use quite a bit of battery to do so. But we have, as we know, good straight line speed, so hopefully that will work in our advantage. No DRS till lap 2, obviously. But still, you want to be as close as you possibly can be. It will all bunch up through the castle section anyway. It's just a case of staying with them after that. Get an idea now how good we are or aren't in a straight line by the deltas. And we are holding-ish. And that's without use of any battery along this whole straight, so...
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second.
We're all right.
And in the DRS
oh, he says as he gets a snap of oversteer there. Right, they're going to get DRS here now, and I'm not, annoyingly. They're not got DRS behind me either. I'm in no man's land, lads. I'm in no man's land. I need to get that gap in front closed down again, please. Right, we're on lap 8. Apparently my front right is knackered. I must have clipped a wall somewhere. Here come the medium runners now from behind. Gasly's actually going to get me here. But Perez and Norris are starting to battle really, really hard. Meaning that they're both losing time significantly on the other. Charles Leclerc has disappeared with the race win out front. There's no catching him today, it seems. I don't know why. I don't know. Honestly, don't know where I caught that front right for it to have 20%. Because apparently I caught the rear right as well, because that's on 8% when the other one is on 3. That's not going to help. I'm contemplating going to the medium tyre significantly early because of our great tyre advantage on paper here. It reckons that it wants me to stop on lap 30. But I think I could probably stop on lap 26-ish and do kind of half the race on mediums and half the race on hards. I'm going to try and stick with Gasly and co here if I can use a bit of battery now to try and get within DRS range for the section above. Which we might just be able to do, which I think we have. Which indeed we have. Lando looking to pull away from Sergio Perez now. But hopefully, I'm kind of annoyed that I've caught the wall somewhere because I genuinely don't know where I did it.
At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
Yeah, that's fine. We know the medium tyres are faster than the hards right now, but our medium tyres will be significantly faster than their hards when we put them on. It's Cambridge 4, Blackpool 4, by the way. Cambridge 1-0 down, 2-0 down, 3-0 down, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4. What a game at the Abbey Stadium right now. I'm slightly distracted, if you don't mind. Off we go. Come on, lads. Up the fucking yellers. Yeah, it's Gasly ahead, but you've told me to overtake Norris with the actual objective. So your objective is actually overtake 3 cars. Not quite so straightforward, that. You're giving me till lap 17 to do it, at least, but... I'm sure about that one. Now, hopefully, we will soon be in a position to start making a move or two. Soon. Did catch the front wing slightly there, but it rode the hit well. Come on. Let's make this strategy work. Let's have a strong finish. There's a lot of race to go, and we are going to be much faster later in the race than we are right now. It's still very much can and will come to us. Right, now we're losing time. We need to start getting through if we can, but I'm so poor in the traction zones, it makes it difficult to actually be in a position into a braking zone to think about making a move. And they're better than me in the crucial traction zones as well, like that one. Probably just going to have to use a lot of bloody battery, if not all of it, to try and make some overtakes and get very brave on the brakes. But getting brave on the brakes can go very, very drastically wrong around this circuit. There are walls and other cars very much right bloody there in the way to take a wing or wheel off. They are starting to open a gap on those behind though. I think the medium tyres are starting for the other drivers to maybe fall off, although they're battling probably quite hard. Gasly's certainly not having any problems keeping up with the hard tyre runners in front, is he? We're definitely losing time through this part of the lap now. Charles has the win in the bag, it seems. And then there's the group fighting for the podium. And then there's us 4. And then there's the rest. Through these tight and twisty sections, Nico Hülkenberg is taking tenths of a second out of us.
For now, everything's looking good.
The gap's staying relatively stable each lap because we have the DRS down the main straight and from turns 2 to 3. But Nico is just chonking away. It was 2.5 seconds at the beginning of the lap because of the DRS. It's now down to 1.7. We're significantly closer to Pierre than we have been for the last couple of laps. I might try and make a move here. Might have got the wall there as well there, Pierre. I'm going to use all my battery. I'm going to look to make a move on Pierre Gasly around the outside of turn 1. I'll leave him racing room. We're through. Alright, we'll start it. Now is when the race is coming to us. Time to start making positions. Lando Norris is considerably falling off the back of us, but Sergio Perez is looking to get away, so I'm going to have to make sure that we don't let that happen by too much if we can. It might be easier said than done. I was thinking about boxing 26 for medium tyres, and I think that's probably still going to be my plan. Lando's in the box, I think. Lando's having such a horrible time right now. Lando Norris is in the pits. I don't know whether he's got damage, but he's having a nightmare. Although, no, Lando... It might be strategical. Lando didn't go again, did he, in Q3? It might be strategical. With the way that his pace fell off, I'm imagining it's not strategical. Struggling to talk and drive at the moment, as you can quite clearly tell. It might not be strategical. It might be an enforced stop for damage. We'll have a look when we have the next opportunity to see if he did change his front wing or not. Let's have a look now. Race director, where are you? Lando, did you stop for a front wing? Yes, he did. It was for damage. So Lando having to change his front wing. And as such, his race is not ruined, but significantly affected in a negative way. Ours is coming to us a little bit now. Up to P8. Ambitions of undercutting Sergio Perez. And maybe trying to catch those in front when the medium runners switch to their hard tyres later in the race. Kevin Magnussen is in the pits. It's an early stop from the mediums. A very early stop. But, I mean, they could take the hard tyre. They could take the hard tyre all the way.
Reminder that you can play around with the RS modes in the MFD or lift sometimes and ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge.
I think he's gone on to mediums again. K-Mag is doing the two-stop. He's medium harding. All right, Kev. Alonso's in the box as well now on 17, so he's two-stopping too. He's going to the softs. Kevin Magnussen has arrived behind us on his fresh medium tyres. Alonso going medium soft, so he's going to be absolutely rapid right now. Kevin is probably going to be past me by the end of this next straight, although I am now within DRS range of Sergio Perez, which will help. Evidently not help enough, but it will help. Kevin Magnussen and Fernando Alonso are going to overtake me very, very quickly indeed. We are effectively in a race with them now because all three of us have one more stop to make. This is their net position moving forward, with us hard-tired runners doing the one stop. So any time they lose trying to get through traffic now is going to be killer for their overall race, and we will try and cost them as much time as we can. Sergio Perez hopefully will hold up Kevin. Notably shutting up this time through the castle sector. Hopefully Sergio holds up Kev. I think Fernando might be past me before we even get to the DRS detection point in a minute. He's clawing all over the back of me. We're out of DRS range of those in front. Basically using my battery to try and defend now, or maybe catch Sergio Perez by the second detection point. But it's not going to happen by the looks of things. Fernando's going around the outside here at turn 1. That's unexpected, but give it a go, lad. He'll get through next down here the same way that Kevin Magnussen did. It's about, for me, it's about losing as little time as possible. These sensors die every single race in this Ferrari. It's such an unreliable car, it's ridiculous. Come on, Fernando, no mistakes. Help me catch up. We're going to be going to the medium tyre in about 7 laps' time. That's Alonso past Perez in front. That hopefully will be us past Perez in 2 or 3 laps' time. I would like to get past Sergio before our pit stop. Max Verstappen boxes now. That's intriguing. That's a really early stop.
Verstappen behind you now, and they've entered the pit lane.
Yeah, I want to know how many...
We think they've got one more.
Okay, so Max is two-stopping. Max has gone hard to lap 19, and Max is two-stopping as well. Did not expect any of the hard-tired runners to two-stop. But Lando's been forced into it with damage, and Max is doing it, presumably, on merit. Did he have to stop? No, just tactical, no front wing. So,
Car behind's just boxed for mediums.
Okay.
Car behind on the medium tyre now.
they're going to be very quick at the end. Very quick. I'm sorely tempted to follow suit, but I don't think I will. We'll play the one stop, and then if we are to stop a second time, we'll do it under a VSC or safety car, if there is one, to get a cheap stop or a free stop. That would be the plan. Right, now, Operation Overtake Sergio Perez is back in action again, because he'll have used up quite a bit of tyre trying to defend against Alonso and Gasly. Sorry, Alonso and Magnussen, whereas we just basically let them through.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead,
Wasted
please.
as little time as possible,
1.6 seconds.
saved as much tyre as possible, and now it's time to go and make our tyre advantage over the Red Bull pay in our, well, advantage. Charles started on mediums though, didn't he? Charles started on mediums. So that, I imagine, is Charles's one and only stop from mediums to hards for the rest of the race. We are going to be in DRS range as Sergio Perez here, so I'm going to save some battery. I believe that is Charles Leclerc going to the hard tyre to the end of the race. Indeed it is. Kevin has gone medium. Fernando's gone medium soft. Max has gone hard medium, but with a view to stopping again. And we are going to go hard medium the end, and that will be our Grand Prix. Some more medium behind. Some more hard softers. Lando's was forced, wasn't it? I don't think there'll be any three stops, but there's definitely more two stoppers than we thought there would be.
Good, you hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
Up to P5 currently. There's Lance Stroll boxes as well. Soon, we hope, to be P4 as well. Rain is not forecast, no, it's just getting a little bit cloudy, that's all. Cloud cover coming, and then the sun will break through again towards the end of the race. Yellow flags. First sector, not sure what for. Still no idea what for. I think there might be a Mercedes going slowly there. Perhaps. It's almost in the pit stop, it looks like. Is it George? Yeah, it's George. George's engine is let go down the straight, and rather than just pull over to the right-hand side there, he's continuing the lap, throwing smoke into everyone's face. And as everyone pours out the pit lane, George is going to get very much in the way there. There won't be a safety car or virtual safety car unless anyone hits him, which they shouldn't do. But George is out. Right, we're going to get Sergio here. Oof, says, it's a big snap, mid-corner. But Max is probably going to get both of us, I think. Oh, he's actually further back than I thought he was going to be. Checo's going to go defensive. Going to get moved on.
Second the lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Here we go, around the outside. Yellow flag in front for George, which means nobody can overtake. But it looks like Max is having a look. Max is having a look at Sergio Perez. That's an illegal overtake. Surely that's an illegal overtake. Max Verstappen overtakes Sergio Perez through the yellow flags. If I could report that to the stewards, I would. Max Verstappen just overtook his teammate under yellow flag conditions. That's an illegal overtake.
The car ahead, 6.6
That should be Max giving the position back, or getting a 5-second penalty, or more so from the stewards. I get the feeling he won't get either, or won't do either. But that's not something that should happen. That's almost worth reporting to the devs as a bug. We'll wait and see what happens, what pans out, if anyone does get a penalty for that, or if he gets a penalty for that. I certainly feel like he should do. He's going to take us quite comfortably now, but that's fine. We'll use a bit of battery, but then we'll just save the rest. He'll take us into turn 1, and then hopefully we'll have DRS on him, down from 2 to 3. Go on, Max, take me. Thank you. And I'll have DRS down the next bit. Thank you very much. I'm going to box in 2 laps' time. Right, we're planning on boxing this lap. Carlos Sainz behind me has one more stop to make, I think. He might not, actually.
Okay, Sainz is behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. And the time last lap,
yeah, he's not.
1 minute 42.6.
So Carlos Sainz effectively has a whole pit stop's worth of gap on us. He's now going to be on slower, hard tyres. We will be boxing for quick mediums, about 8 to 9 tenths a lap when fresh. If I can stay in his DRS, I might extend a lap or 2, just because his DRS will help me protect from those behind. Carlos is not a driver that we're in the hunt with to try and beat today. Unfortunately, that Haas car is proving to be outrageous at this part of the season. I really am very much regretting now leaving Haas. We could have been in a World Championship fight in Season 2 if we'd have stayed in the Haas and not moved to Ferrari. But when offered the Ferrari seat when you drive for Haas, if I hadn't have taken the Ferrari seat, you'd have told me I was a complete idiot. So I kind of had to take it, really, didn't I? We're not quite going to make it into DRS range, I don't think, so we will box this lap.
We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Taking our hard tyres off, putting our medium tyres on, doing half the lap on one set and half a lap on another. Hopefully, in the end, finishing higher than 9th. I have a fresh set of mediums left. And that is the only set of new tyres I have left. Outside of that, we've just got worn softs. All the hard tyres we just took off. Gasly's going to take Piastri down the straight here. I don't think Oscar has pit yet.
Piastri's ahead of you. Okay,
he's taken those hard tyres a long way.
0.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 42.9.
His tyres are so old, they're not even telling me how old his tyres are. I'm pretty sure he hasn't stopped yet. He hasn't. Neither has Sergio Perez. They were the two of the 4 that started around us on hard tyres. Verstappen, turns out, was on a 2-stop. And Lando Norris ended up having to box early because of damage anyway. So we're only really fighting 2 other drivers that started on hards, rather than 4 other drivers that started on hards, because of the nature of the Grand Prix or their strategy. Piastri's dead slow at the minute, so this is going to be a comfortable overtake when we get there, which is not going to take long at all. To be able to tell from the way that the Delta is going to drop through this next twisty part of the circuit. Already the 1 second gap is half a second. This probably makes most sense to wait until the DRS zone to overtake him. But we are going to lose some time behind Piastri. So in front of us then at this stage, we have Kevin Magnussen to stop again, Carlos Sainz still going to the end, Max Verstappen to stop again, Checo to stop again, Alonso's done his stops, Gasly stop, Piastri stop. So 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers to stop again. We're currently 10th. And Piastri, Gasly, Perez, Verstappen, Magnussen. 5 drivers to stop again, or stop for the first time in Oscar's case. So we're currently 10th, and we could be as high as 5th. But then we'd have a lot of defending to do on worn tyres compared to their fresher ones, which is not going to be easy. I'll try and get a top 5 if I can. At this stage, I'd say a top 7 is looking strong. But outside of a top 7, I think we're probably a little bit too hopeful. I think Piastri's probably going to box now. Checo has. He's just going defensive. So Piastri's going an extra lap. Perez is boxing on 30, which is when we were originally set to box. Pierre Gasly in front of me is going to stop. Alonso, 8 seconds down the road, has done his stops. He's now on a hard tyre. We're on the mediums. He has a faster car, but we're on the faster tyre. His tyre will last longer, significantly longer than mine. We could close the gap, but it will be tough to do so. That's Kevin Magnussen in and out again on lap 31 into 32. On hard tyres, he's run 2 medium stints, and he's now on the hard tyre to the end. So Kevin is going to be catchable in the early stages of this stint. And it's a case of, can we defend against him? Although I say he's going to be catchable, but Haas is a rocket ship. I hope he's going to be catchable. If there's a safety car, he won't have another set of mediums to go to. He will have to either stay on his softs or put on stay on his hards or put on a used set of softs. We do have another set of medium tyres we can go to if there's a safety car. I'm kind of hoping for a safety car in about 2 or 3 laps time, when those that have stopped for those new hards, they're still fresh enough that they're like, we'll stay on these. And then we'll have a brand new set of mediums to just go at them with. Kevin is actually gapping a little bit here, but we'll use battery and obviously DRS now on the back of Pierre to try and close that gap as best we can. My rears are going about 1% a lap, so they will be pretty gone by the end of the race. Gasly has another stop to make, we know that much. I'm going to try and get Gasly down this straight now with DRS and ERS. It's going to have to be a bit of a lunge. If he goes defensive, it will make it easier. He went defensive, but didn't go fully defensive. That's annoying. Right, I'm going to lose a chunk of time behind Pierre Gasly now for the rest of this lap. That was very clever from Pierre. He moved over, but he didn't fully move over. So there wasn't actually a second move in there that made it illegal. It was just half a defence. Pierre, out of the goddamn way, pal, please. Right, overtake, please. There you go, he's gone defensive.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.4 seconds.
We just gained 7/10 on Kevin Magnussen down that straight alone just because of DRS. Stroll is up there now on hard tyres as well. Stroll, Alonso and K-Mag are catchable at this moment.
Okay, we have a problem with ERS. We have a problem with the ERS.
ERS or DRS? Because that showed my rear wing, but it said ERS. So I don't know actually what I have an issue with right now. It's not ERS, surely.
Your DRS is unavailable.
Yeah.
The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
It was just a bug. It was just a bug with the ERS. It is the DRS that's down, which isn't great considering we were hoping to be able to use it to attack. I hope they're able to work on a fix very bloody quickly, because not having DRS will kill any chances we might have had of getting any higher than where we are right now by the end of the race. What would be great now would be a safety car where they'll fix that DRS problem and I can put fresh medium tyres on. Kevin's going for it on Lance Stroll in front. K-Mag gets the move done. The Haas is up into P5. He is quick. My DRS is still inactive. I'm not yet within DRS range of anyone in front, but we're getting close. And I'm going to need it at the end of the race if we're to adequately attack those in front and defend from those behind. I am going to need that DRS active. And once again, even with race-ending failures turned off, still somehow this Ferrari car finds a way to let me down with reliability. It's remarkable. It truly is. I'm now within DRS range of Lance Stroll. But with the DRS system, it doesn't work. Gasly's boxed for his final stop. 12 or 13 laps from the end. It's probably going to softs. But those softs will be so dead by the end. They really will. They lose so much time. He has gone to softs. It just popped up. Right. Dear Ferrari mechanics on the pit wall and in the garage and at the factory, fix my DRS. No damage on Lance? It shows you how long the hards last here. The fact that his tyres are 17 laps old and the mechanics still refer to them, or the race engineers still refer to them as fresh hards. I want DRS. I can't bloody use it. This is how difficult it's going to be to make an overtake with no DRS. I have to get brave on the brakes and just get aggressive and use all of my battery to do it.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going.
Fix my DRS, please.
Okay, there's a fault with the DRS. You will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now.
I know! Why have you got to run it home like that? If you're going to tell me about the DRS, don't tell me for a second time that it's broken. Tell me you fixed it. Currently P6, chasing Kevin for a P5. But I need my DRS. For the love of God. Please. It's not the first time I've said please today either. Just do it. Oh, K-Max round. Kevin bins it. Safety car. Oh my God, I've got another set of... I've got another set of mediums. Free stop, brand new set of mediums. Race on. Oh my Lord, what has Kevin just done there then? He feels like he's so under pressure. He won't even let me show you what Kevin has done because it's registering him as out of the race. Oh, well, there he is. That's what he's done. Or that's the end result of it. Oh, Kev. He's binned it coming out of turn 3. Spun it round. Right into the wall. And boff goes the front right tyre. Cheers then. I'll have a free set of mediums, thank you. Now fix my DRS, please. Gone as fast as possible as I can into the pits because there's no delta now. Because it's caught Charles. Right. As quick as humanly possible, please. Change those tyres. As far as I know, no one else has come in. Oh, you would.
I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us now.
Goddamn Ferrari, man. Is this how frustrating it is to drive for Ferrari in real life? It is so infuriating. They have fixed the DRS, though. We are P8 with fresh medium tyres, a DRS that works, and the opportunity to go for a really, really solid result here. How much is Max Verstappen regretting going medium now? How much is Pierre Gasly going to regret going medium soft when those softs are going to die? It has helped a little bit, actually, to be fair. It will extend the life of those softs. But those hard-tired runners are going to be everyone. Because I'm, as far as I can make out, I'm the only one that's boxed in a minute. I'm going to be the only one with fresh tyres. Although Pierre, Yuki and Teo, all boxed for soft tyres, on lap 38, which was just 3 laps ago. So Pierre is actually going to be pretty damn quick at the beginning of this safety car restart. We're going to have to be wary of him. I don't need to save fuel per se by putting it into lean, because just going slowly behind the safety car will save enough fuel to guarantee we make it to the end. And I don't want to save so much that I'm too heavy. We want to make sure the car is as light as possible to be as quick as possible to the end of the race. I'm not going to go on record as saying what could potentially happen here, because we're 8th. And there's a long way to go still at this circuit, with a long lap and quick cars in front of us regardless of tyre age. We all surely will have caught up by the end of lap 43, meaning that at the beginning of lap 44 we should go racing again. Just Piggy, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub, mate. Welcome to the gang, dude. No! I flashbacked. Because someone subbed and I caught the back of Piastri and it's taken my DRS offline again. Oh, broken game is broken game. My DRS is broken again.
DRS will be offline.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. I can't believe it.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing.
If I keep flashbacking it... Oh, will it? Not it will it? I don't know. I would imagine not. Oh, for Christ's sake, you stupid broken game. Well, back to racing speed momentarily. The safety car will be in a minute. Oh, God damn it. A world-class opportunity might have just passed us by. When are we going? When are we going? When are we going? When are we now? I can't overtake yet. Now I can.
To get past here, use overtake.
Piastri dealt with. 1. I am going to have to hope that my fresh tyres alone are enough. Fresh tyres and lots of battery. Hopefully, it's going to be enough to see us make some positions. You're right, Mr. Piggy. It was indeed not quite the right time to sub. But it's my fault for getting distracted and catching the back of Piastri. Because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have flashbacked in the first place. Or wouldn't have needed to flashback in the first place. Just caught my front left on the wall there, but we're okay. Dear fresh tyres, please be enough. I'll be absolutely heartbroken if we end up just going backwards because I don't have DRS. Oh, God. I can't believe it. What are the chances of A, the safety car coming out in the first place, and B, the DRS braking? It can fix again by flashbacking, but it's trial and error, says my chat. Well, guess who's just going to flashback repeatedly until it fixes? Yeah, it's just not gonna. It's not gonna work, is it? Well. We've got fresh tyres, slipstream and a dream. But no nobody's got DRS at this stage, but... Oh, Jesus Christ, Sergio.
Okay,
Jesus Christ, Sergio.
DRS is now
God damn it. Now I need my... Oh, everyone's going to have DRS. They're just going to get away from me. Stupid broken game! God damn it! It would seem that the universe does not want me to get a potential podium finish here in Baku. Perez is going to go defensive into the castle section, and I'm getting that move done. P6.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Oh, please, come on. Fresh tyres, fresh mediums against worn hards. It's got to be worth something. Gonna run out of battery. We're all running out of battery. Oh, screw you and your DRS, you showy bastard. They're just showing off. Sainz and Alonso scrapping. Oh, mistake! Mistake from Lance Stroll. He's locked up and gone long. We're through. P5. Battery to try and defend.
The Ferrari driver's just moved into first place.
Alonso and Sainz battling hard. There might be a podium on here yet. Still maybe. This is chaos. Utter chaos at this stage of the race. Sainz is going to do a Perez, but I'm not near enough to him. Alonso's the one with the fresher hards, you see. Pretty sure Sainz boxed ages ago. Alonso has fresher hards because of his two-stop. We're out of DRS range behind at least, or we were briefly. Oh, don't need to apologise, Piggy. It's not your fault, mate. I probably would have made a mistake somewhere and flashbacked anyway without thinking about it. Do I? I'm gonna. Excuse me, Lance. Not even Lance. It's Carlos. Excuse me, Carlos. He's hanging on. Not anymore. P4. Charles Leclerc's lost the lead. How furious will Charles be? He was so far clear in P1. And it's going to end up costing him the Grand Prix, potentially. Because Verstappen has just disappeared in front of him with his fresh tyres. Charles Leclerc stole the win from third place last time out in Monza on the last lap. And he might just have had the win stolen from him here. Not on the last lap, but at the death of the race. We are out of DRS range of the car behind at least. I'm going to try and catch Fernando. Battery might be enough to help me get a podium, but I'm not going to be able to get any further, I don't think. Closing on Charles. Myself and Alonso are both closing on Charles. It's going to be 2 laps to go after this one. Verstappen's definitely got the win. If my DRS worked, I dare say I might have been in with a shout of a win today. We're going to get a podium though, I hope. Fernando's got a lot of battery left though. Make him go very defensive.
Your DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
Yeah, but you're not going to work on a fix, are you, unless I pit, because your stupid game's broken. Ugh. 8 tenths to Charles. Starting the final lap. 2 tenths behind my teammate.
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Even if my DRS worked, I don't think we'd have been anywhere near Max Verstappen. I think a P2 would probably have been the best we could have mustered anyway, given the pace of Max Verstappen on his fresher medium tyres. So all of our frustrations and disbelief at the broken DRS bug with the flashback, I don't think would have cost us ultimately anything anyway. I don't think I'd have had the pace to catch Max after he got past Charles Leclerc. Oh, anyway, and Charles made a mistake there, but I'm playing it tactically. I don't want to overtake him here because he'll then get DRS on me to the line. DRS that I won't have. Even if it was working, I wouldn't have DRS. But that's how helped Fernando Alonso close right up behind. It's going to be a three-way drive to the line for a P2 in this Grand Prix. I need to use all my battery now, and then more so down the straight to try and get it done. Charles is already flashing. Charles is already flashing. We go, Fernando 7/10 behind, and surely to the line from here. It's Ferrari from Ferrari, but as far as we're concerned, it's the most important Ferrari from Ferrari. P2 and 3 for Ferrari in Azerbaijan. That is a stunning drive.
We're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive. Thank you.
We would not have gotten the win, even if my DRS worked. Driver of the day to boot. We were praying for a safety car, and those prayers were well and truly answered by Kevin Magnussen, my former teammate in my former car, bins it, loses a wheel out the race. Wow. Exciting weekend is certainly what it was. Unbelievable, Jeff. Rivalry 1. Take that, Strolly boy. Oh, I'm 81 rated now as well because my focus has shot up massively thanks to that win in the rivalry. Still only 37% to Charles Leclerc in terms of recognition, though, unfortunately. Almost all of our specialists are now maxed out. We just need 300 more XP on the material fabrication planner specialist. And we'll have maxed out all of our specialists and have all of the boosts. What a round 17 that was. P2 in Azerbaijan. Who would have expected that? Certainly not me. When we started the race, P8 after qualifying P9. 2 aero upgrades completed. Thank you, Dave, for subscribing for the second month. 2 aero upgrades, contract performance update. We've nailed it. We've managed to reach our target. So we will have the opportunity to drive for Ferrari next season. 2 aero upgrades pass on the way towards this next Grand Prix. And I can now upgrade some more. Front downforce or DRS? I don't want anything to do with DRS at the minute. Front downforce we will put on. That will be done in a couple of weeks' time. I can't do anything on the chassis. I can't do anything on the powertrain. I can do something on the reliability, but I don't have enough resource points to do so anyway. So that is that. I'm up to 11th in the... No, I'm not up to 11th. I was 11th anyway in the driver's standings, but I'm now a point behind Lance Stroll and only 5 behind Carlos Sainz. The gap to Piastri was 25. It's now 11. I'm aiming for a top 8 in the drivers. We've closed in massively on Lewis Hamilton. If we thought we could catch Piastri, surely we must feel we can catch Lewis as well in 7th. We are now 2nd in the Constructors' Championship as well, as we shoot up above Aston Martin and pull further, significantly further away from McLaren and Mercedes. Please be dry in Singapore. For the love of God, please be dry in Singapore. We'll put the older vehicle parts in for practice at the next race. I'll do it now so that I don't forget on the way into the next race weekend. I might take a penalty in... a grid penalty in Singapore to just get some extra bits in available for the car for the end of the season, because it's not a track where I expect to do any sort of high-level performance whatsoever, especially if it rains, which it's not doing. It's only raining in practice, so it's going to be a dry Singaporean Grand Prix, which we're very happy about. It's a long slog regardless, so it's a very heavily aero-related track, so I'm not anticipating being very quick at Singapore whatsoever, but that was arguably our best race in Ferrari, that Azerbaijani Grand Prix, and certainly the most dramatic end-to-a race we've had so far, wasn't it, I think? That's all for me for today. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and make sure you don't miss the next one. I will see you in Singapore. Ta-ta.